morning dear students. Once again welcome to plus one English classroom. Today we are going to discuss the second part of the story, His First Flight, written by Liam of Flaherty. First part we have already discussed in the last class. Before going to the session, let us have a quick revision of what we have done the last class. Did you remember my last session? Okay, it was the story of a young seagull unable to fly, standing on the ledge, about to fly, attempted several times flapping its wings, but failure was the result. At last 24 hours passed. The seagull is very hungry and searching for food everywhere. At last it gnawed at the eggshells from where his brothers and little sister were born. There we stopped, I think. Okay, let us pass on to the next paragraph. I will show you the paragraph on the screen. Read it, then we can discuss. Okay, come on, begin. Hope you have read the lesson. Look at the first two paragraphs. What do you understand from that first two paragraphs? See, he then trotted back and forth from one end of the ledge to the another. What is meant by trotted? Trotted means moving with little jumps. ചാടി നടക്കുക എന്ന് പറയും. So this seagull trotted back and forth. നമ്മളൊരു എടുത്ത് ചാടാനൊക്കെ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ആദ്യം പുറകോട്ട് പോയി ഒന്ന് മുന്നോട്ട് വരും, പിന്നെ വീണ്ടും പുറകോട്ട് പോയി മുന്നോട്ട് വന്നു, അങ്ങനെ he attempted several times. His long grey legs stepping daintily. What is meant by daintily? Daintily means carefully. Very carefully it attempted to fly again and again, but it was failure because it wanted to reach his parents without having to fly. Now the young seagull is looking for a way how to reach his parents without flying. One thing, it is clear to him he is unable to fly, but he wants to reach his parents, so that he was looking for a way how to reach them. But on each side of him the ledge entered with a sheer fall of precipice. What's by precipice? Means very steep rock face. നമ്മൾ എന്താ പറയുക, കിഴക്കാൻ തൂക്കായ എന്നൊക്കെ പറയും, താഴ്ന്ന് കിടക്കുന്ന. ഇതിൻ്റെ മുകളിൽ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ താഴെ very unable to move. So and beneath him and his parents there was a deep wide crack. His parents were far ahead. Young seagull is here on the ledge, and in between them there is a deep wide crack space, unable to reach there. There is no way reach there without flying. Hope you understood that paragraph. So next paragraph, surely he could reach them without flying if he could move northwards along the cliff face, but then on what can he walk? Of course there is only very short distance between himself and his parents, but in between there is wide sea. He can't reach there without flying. There is no way to walk and reach there. There was no ledge and he was not a fly. There is no way to reach there and he is unable to fly. No way. And above him he could see nothing. The precipice was sheer and the top of it was perhaps farther away than the sea beneath him. So since that precipice was very deep and he is on the top, he is unable to reach. There is no way to reach his parents. So that is what the two paragraph tells us. Let me tell you once again. See, that young seagull attempted several times to reach his parents, and he understood that there is no way to reach his parents, and he was unable to fly. He can't, there is no way to walk towards his parents. So in a despair, disappointed situation, he is standing still there on the rock, waiting to see what he could see. Okay, right? So let us pass on to the next two paragraphs. Come on, read. Okay, next paragraph, look at the next paragraph. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge, and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye and the other and pretended to be falling asleep. Now the young seagull took another strategy to catch the attention of his parents. What did he do? He stepped slowly to the brink of the ledge, at the edge of the ledge, then standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, closed one eye and pretended to be falling asleep. What may be the reason? What is the purpose behind it? ഉറങ്ങുന്നത് പോലെ അഭിനയിച്ചു, ഒരു കാല് മാത്രം ഉയർത്തി എഡ്ജിൽ പോയി നിന്നിട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ സോ ദാറ്റ് ഹിസ് പാരൻസ് പെട്ടെന്ന് ഉറങ്ങി വീണു പോകുന്നു കരുതിയിട്ട് പാരൻസ് ഓടി വന്ന് പറന്നു വന്ന് രക്ഷിക്കും എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഈ സീഗളിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഹോപ്പ്. സോ ദാറ്റ് he pretended to be falling asleep, but what is the result? They took no notice of him. Nobody, his father, mother, two brothers and sister, nobody noticed him. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau dozing, with their beaks sunk into their necks. He could see his two brothers and one little sister dozing. What is dozing means? Dozing, sleeping. Okay, നമ്മൾ മയങ്ങുക എന്നൊക്കെ പറയും, കുറച്ച് അല്ലേ, റെസ്റ്റ് എടുക്കുന്ന പോലെ സ്ലീപ്പിംഗ്. സാധാരണഗതിയിൽ സീഗൾ സ്ലീപ്പിംഗ്, യു ക്യാൻ സീ പിക്ചർ നോക്കിയാൽ കാണാൻ സാധിക്കും. ബീക്സ്, അതിൻ്റെ കൊക്ക് ചിറകിനടിയിൽ ഒളിപ്പിച്ച് വെച്ചിട്ടാണ് പലപ്പോഴും ഉറങ്ങുക. He could see, കാണുമ്പോൾ വളരെ വിഷമം തോന്നി, ബിക്കോസ് ഫുഡൊക്കെ കഴിച്ചിട്ട് ബ്രദേഴ്സും സിസ്റ്ററൊക്കെ റെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന കാണുന്നു. ഹീ ഈസ് ഫാസ്റ്റിംഗ് ഫോർ ദ ലാസ്റ്റ് 24 or more hours. That was what his siblings do. And what about his father? His father was preening his feathers on his white back. What is preening? Preening means cleaning. Father cleaning his feathers. What about mother? Only his mother was looking at him. That is the only hope as far as the seagull is concerned. His mother was looking at him. The next paragraph tells us what his mother is doing. What is she doing? His mother was standing on a little hump on the plateau. On a little hump on the plateau means കുറച്ച് ഉയർന്ന തലത്തിൽ നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. With his bright white breast thrust forward. Now and then she tore a piece of fish that lay at his feet. See, this paragraph tempts the seagull more, because he could see his mother tearing a piece of fish that lay on her feet, and then scraped each side of the beak on the rock. That's a very sad scene as far as this seagull is concerned. അമ്മ കൊത്തിപ്പറിച്ച് ഒരു പീസ് ഫിഷ് കഴിക്കുന്ന രംഗം അല്ലേ, നിങ്ങൾ ആലോചിച്ചൊക്കെ 24 മണിക്കൂറിലധികമായിട്ട് വിശന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന സീഗളിനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം, വൈൽ സീയിങ് മദർ ഈറ്റിംഗ് സംതിങ്, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി സാഡ് ഓർ പത്തറ്റിക്. ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ് സൈറ്റ് ഓഫ് ഫുഡ് maddened him. Okay, that sight of food maddened him means വട്ടുപിടിക്കുന്നൊരവസ്ഥ. അത്രയും വിശന്നിരിക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് അപ്പുറത്തെ സൈഡിൽ നിന്നിട്ട് അമ്മ ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കുന്നത് കാണുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ സാധാരണ സ്വാഭാവികമായിട്ടുണ്ടാകുന്നൊരു ഫീലിംഗ് ആണ് സീഗളിന്. How he loved to tear food that way. He is also much loved or interested to tear food on that way as his mother did, scraping his beak now again to wet it. He tried to, his mother is wetting the beak. Wetting means sharpening the beaks. നമ്മൾ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും ഭക്ഷണം കഴിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നതിനിടയിൽ തന്നെ ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് കൊക്കൊന്ന് ഷാർപ്പൻ ചെയ്യും, പാറയിലോ ഇതിലൊക്കെ അരച്ചിട്ട് ഷാർപ്പൻ ചെയ്യും. അതാണ് he could see his mother doing. Clear? രണ്ട് പാരഗ്രാഫും ക്ലിയർ ആയിട്ടാവുമല്ലോ അല്ലേ? പാസ് ഓൺ ടു ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് പാരഗ്രാഫ്. ഓക്കെ, റൈറ്റ്? See, that young seagull is crying aloud. Actually it is crying of that cry is actually a begging or pleading or requesting his mother to give him some food. But what was the response on the part of his mother? Oh, you can see that word here. She screamed back mockingly. She is not ready to give him any food. Okay, see how cruel his mother is. Let us see whether it is a cruelty on her part or whether she is motivating him. We can understand it later on. Okay, so even though he requested again and again by crying for food, his mother was not ready, but he kept on calling plaintively, kept on requesting, kept on crying, so that some change may occur in the minds of his mother. That was his purpose. And after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream, something good or something joyful seen on the other side. What is that? His mother had picked up a small piece of fish and was flying across to him with it. As far as the young seagull is concerned, it's a very happy scene because very hungry he is. Now he could see his mother picking up a piece of fish flying towards him. വളരെ സന്തോഷായി. His mother picked up a piece of fish and was flying across him with it. He leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with his feet. See, ഈ ഒരു പാരഗ്രാഫാണ് ഇതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ക്ലൈമാക്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ടാപ്പിംഗ് ദ റോക്സ് വിത്ത് ഇറ്റ് ഫീസ് അല്ലേ? ആകാംക്ഷയോട് കൂടിയിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ കാല് അടിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ നിൽക്കുകയാണ്, കാരണം അമ്മ വരാൻ വേണ്ടി. യു ജസ്റ്റ് വിഷ്വലൈസ് ദ സീൻ, ഇമാജിൻ ദാറ്റ് സീൻ. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് കൃത്യമായിട്ട് മനസ്സിലാവുള്ളൂ അമ്മ അങ്ങനെ പറന്നു വരികയാണ്. ഇവിടെ ആകാംക്ഷയോട് കൂടി ഫുഡിന് വേണ്ടി കാത്തിരിക്കുകയാണ് ഈ യങ് സീഗൾ. Trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. But when she was just opposite to him, abreast of the ledge, she halted, her legs hanging limp, her wings motionless. See what happened then? When his mother reached very near to him, just opposite to him, she stopped there. അടുത്തെത്തിയിട്ട് അവിടെ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്തു. ഹാൾട്ടഡ് ദെയർ വിത്ത് ഹർ ലെഗ്സ് ഹാങ്ങിങ് ലിം. ജസ്റ്റ് വിഷ്വലൈസ്. വിങ്സ് മോഷൻലെസ്. അടുത്തടുത്ത് നിൽക്കുന്നു. ഒരു ജംപ് ഡിസ്റ്റൻസിലാണ് അമ്മയും ഈ യങ് സീകളും ഉള്ളത്. ദ പീസ് ഓഫ് ഫിഷ് ഈസ് ഓൺ ഹർ ബീക്ക്, ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് വിത്തിൻ ദ റീച്ച് ഓഫ് ദ ബീക്ക്. അടുത്തത്രയും ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് വിത്തിൻ ദ റീച്ച് ഓഫ് ദ ബീക്ക് മീൻസ് അത്രയും അടുത്താണ്, but unable to catch. Okay, right? I think let us stop here. We can discuss the next part next class. Before that, let us go through the questions. Okay, go through the questions. Look at the first question. Ready? Okay, read the question. How did the bird try to reach his parents without having to fly? We have already discussed the answer there. What is the answer? How did the bird tried to reach his parents without flying? What did he do? The answer is he trotted back and forth from one side of the earth to the other side, trying to reach his parents without flying. That was what he did to reach his parents. But On each side of him the ledge entered in a sheer fall of precipice with the sea under. There was a crack, deep crack between him and his parents. That is the answer. He trotted back and forth to reach them without flying, but there was a deep crack between himself and his parents. Okay, right? Next question. Why could the seagull not succeed in its attempt? Why couldn't the seagull succeed in its attempt? What was the attempt? Attempt to reach his parents without flying. That was the attempt. What is the answer? He couldn't succeed in his attempt because there was no way to walk and reach his parents. There is a deep wide crack that separated, a wide crack that separated him from his parents, and there was no way to reach them by walking. That is the answer. Clear? Okay. Next question is a personal question. Do you think that the young seagull's parents were cruel? It's a personal question. Okay. The seagull is very hungry and unable to fly, but parents are not ready to give him food. Is it a cruel action on the part of parents or not? That's a question. I'm not answering. You may have your own answer. So think of it. Next one again is a personal question. Can you justify the attitude of the parents? They are not minding him. At last you could see that mother came very near to him but stopped there, not ready to give the food. So of course is a very cruel action on the parents. Do you agree? That's the question here. You can have your own answer again. Your parents sometimes behave in the same manner, cruel and unrelenting. Does it mean that they do not love you? നിങ്ങൾക്കും നിങ്ങളുടെ പാരൻസ് പലപ്പോഴും പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഈ ഒരു ഏജിൽ ക്രൂവലായി പെരുമാറുന്നു എന്ന് തോന്നും. നിങ്ങളെ സെൽഫ് സഫിഷ്യൻ്റ് ആക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് നിങ്ങളെ പല കാര്യങ്ങളിലും അവർ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്യാറുണ്ട്, ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യാതിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് തോന്നും അവരെത്ര ക്രൂവലാണ് അല്ലേ. നിങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു പ്രത്യേകതയാണ് ഇൻഡിപെൻഡൻ്റ് ആക്കാൻ, നിങ്ങളെ ഇൻഡിപെൻഡൻ്റ് ആക്കുക എന്നുള്ള ഉദ്ദേശമായിരിക്കും പലപ്പോഴും പാരൻസിനുണ്ടാവുക. പക്ഷേ നമുക്ക് പലപ്പോഴും തോന്നുന്നത് അവർ നമ്മളെ സ്നേഹിക്കുന്നില്ല എന്നാണ് തോന്നുക. The same is the case with the young seagull. That is why this question quoted here. Okay, we will get a clear answer in the coming paragraphs. I think we can discuss all the next, that is the third part, the next class. Okay, let us wind up here. Thank you.